What up, what up? It's G. Back with another topic, back with another video. So the title of this video is going to be Federal workers are under attack. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribers that subscribe to my channel. I endeavor to keep pushing these videos out and give you leverage to better yourselves. Let's get into it. So why do I say that federal workers are under attack? So I'm gonna give a little bit of backdrop context when it comes to this situation, because I know a lot of folks that don't understand how the federal government works when it comes to jobs, and folks that have never been in the military, would kind of like get confused and don't understand the perspective of both parties. So I'm gonna try to explain both to a certain degree to, like I said, give full context and folks to really understand what's going on here. So first and foremost, a lot of federal workers in America, doesn't matter where you're located at. Here in DC, I mean, it's crazy amount of federal workers around here. But I know in every single state they have them. And there's always federal buildings in every state you go to in the United States, right? So they're all around. And, the demographic of most federal workers are prior military, right? Because, a lot of times these jobs are secured by prior military that's already in uniform still. And, there's situations where, they may be in a situation where they're talking to somebody, they're about to retire, they're about to get out the military, and they get a hookup. That's just nature of the beast, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to. I know that's not the right thing to say, but it's real, right? I'm not gonna say it's a good old boy system, and I'm not exactly sure if it's like that now, but I know when I first joined the military, and even halfway through my military career, I saw it all the time. I would see, Captain so-and-so, Major so-and-so, Sergeant First Class so-and-so, Sergeant Major so-and-so, in uniform. I know they're about to retire. And then literally, like they retire on a Friday, and that Monday, they're sitting at the same desk in a suit. Maybe not doing the same job, but they're already employed as a federal worker. Have not even been out the military yet. They're on leave. They're still getting paid by the Army, but they're still legally sitting down at a desk as a federal worker, right? So it's like, what kind of process did you go through to even get this job? You know what I'm saying? You go through an interview, did you fill out a resume? Who knows? I'm not exactly sure, right? So I see this stuff all the time. So I say that to say that, there are a lot of military folks that they don't understand and know how to navigate the real civilian sector. When folks say, Uncle Sam takes care of you, that's a real thing. It really is, because, it doesn't matter what branch of service you're in the United States. Uncle Sam is a fake character, right? But basically what it's saying is that, that Uncle Sam pretty much does everything for you, right? Uncle Sam takes care of the military members, right? So it's almost handicaps folks that are in the military to a certain degree. Because when you get into the civilian sector, life is different, right? There's a lot of things you have to do on your own. There's a lot of things that Uncle Sam does for you that you don't deal with in the military, right? So that's one of the reasons why prior service members, they're really, really adamant about trying to find a federal federal job, because they understand that even though it's still considered a civilian job, the concept is still the same, right? So even though they left the military, the still principles and the environment of a federal environment is almost the same to a certain degree, minus the uniform. So once again, a lot of these folks don't know how to navigate civilian life to a certain degree. So when all these federal workers started getting laid off, getting fired, I can almost guarantee you, their anxiety went through the freaking roof. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know what the hell to do with themselves. And this is no disrespect to them. I'm just saying, like, it's a real thing. You have a lot of folks that I seen, myself personally, when I was in the military, that they did not understand and did not know how to navigate life outside of uniform. They just didn't. And unfortunately, some of these folks self-deleted themselves because they just couldn't handle being a civilian. So I say that all to say that, that in the media, there's a lot of videos that you can see right now and Google, where you have a lot of civilian personnel that never been in the military before are pretty much talking horrible about these federal workers because I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know if it's a situation where they feel like, you got yours because I tried to get a federal job. I didn't get it. Now you got fired. Now boo-boo's on you. It's crazy. Especially some of the men that I've seen on video talking about this, talking like this, like talking crazy. Like it's crazy. What benefits you to talk crazy about folks that lost their job, regardless of whether they're a federal worker or just a normal civilian? It doesn't make any sense to me, right? You know what I'm saying? But these federal workers, a lot of them are dealing with like severe anxiety, not only losing the job, but losing identity on top of that. Then you have people that never been in uniform before, basically cheering on the government by firing them. Because they feel like, that these folks are getting too many benefits, and they're not getting benefits. Because there are benefits being a federal worker. It's a lot of benefits, right? But, but these other folks that have never had a job like that before, they're like, I don't get, this incentive, I don't get these bonuses, I don't get paid like this, so good for you that you got fired. I don't care about you being fired because I didn't get the same thing you get, right? And it's a lot of bitterness going on. There's a lot of hatred going on. And it sounds absolutely ridiculous, yo. It really does. So here's my thing. Here's the thing I want to say when it comes to federal workers that were prior military and they really feel like they lost their identity. They're dealing with a lot of anxiety. They don't know how to navigate a real civilian job. It's almost like being institutionalized, man. It really is, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it basically boils down to. You don't know how to deal with being outside in the real world. That's what we call it when we was in the military, right? When you're outside of uniform. And what I would tell you is that the skill set that federal workers have is so beneficial to society that a lot of these folks should not even be worried about trying to find a job because the job should be calling them, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's a stigma that a lot of federal workers are very lazy and they're not hard workers. That's not the case a lot of times. I've seen it happen before, I'm not gonna lie. But for the most part, a lot of federal workers, like I said, are prior military and they bust their ass when they was in uniform, you know what I'm saying? So when you become a civilian as a federal worker, what you gonna do, work hard then? I'm not saying don't do your job, I'm just saying like, it's time to sit down in a suit and relax a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, working a job is not life all the time, you know what I'm saying? You have to live life more than a job. So when I see federal workers that, are, not the big heart charging person they were when they're in uniform, I understand. I totally get that. I'm always the same way to a certain degree, so I do my job, but I don't stress a lot about work. When it's time to go home, it's time to go home. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in overtime unless I have to. And it's all about work balance, work-life balance. But federal workers are being severely attacked and just talked about badly. They just are. And it's a weird situation. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Because I never thought that America would get to this point. It's showing true colors with folks what they really feel about federal workers. It really does. You know what I'm saying? Because federal workers are getting fired in mass droves now. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of folks on the internet right now that are like cheering on the Trump administration by firing these folks. And it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It really is, man. Like, if I was a federal worker, it wouldn't bother me. It really wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just different, man. I'm just different. I'm telling you, nothing don't really bother me like that. You know what I'm saying? You talk about me, it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna get mine. I'm still gonna do me. It's not a thing. It really isn't. You know what I'm saying? But I know for some folks, they can really take this up to heart. So anyways, hopefully, this situation doesn't become like as serious as what I think it might get over time. But if you're a person that are really cheering on federal workers being fired because you feel like that you deserve to have that job and for some reason you didn't get it, or you feel like you deserve the benefits that federal workers have and you don't have it, I think you're weird. I think you're not a stable person. Hey, you need some help, yo. Like, for real. Like, it's not that damn serious. It really isn't. But anyway, drop some comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. I think it's despicable. It really, really is that folks are really talking bad about federal workers, because these folks have families. They need to take care of their family, you know what I'm saying? And for you to be in a situation to where you're like cheering on, they're being fired, it's like, you know, karma's something else, y'all. So watch out for that. So we're gonna be discussing the topic or subject. Think it benefits your channel. Email me asog757@gmail.com. My email address, description below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.